Hello everyone, finally we're gonna start talking about characters from the 6th Percure season, Fresh Percure. So how about we get started by talking about the main lead of the Fresh team, Love Momozono, known as Cure Peach. So let's begin. Love Momozono is one of the 4 main characters from the season Fresh Pedicure. She's also the team leader, who is a second-year student at Public Yatsuba Junior High School, and is later in the same class as Setsuna Hagashi. Love's Pedicure alter ego is Cure Peach. Her catchphrase is, "Get your happiness." Love Momozono is the main character of the 6th season, Fresh Percure. She makes her debut in the franchise in episode 1 of Fresh. Love is 14 years old and comes from the city, Yatsuba, where she lives in the little town shopping district, Clovertown Street. Love is the only biological child of the Momozono family, which consists of Ayumi Momozono, her mother, Kitaro Momozono, her father, Junkichi Momozono, her grandfather who is sadly deceased, and then Setsuna Hagashi joins the family as the Momozono's adopted daughter, making her Love's adopted sister. Love's role in the series is that of Pedicure. She goes by Cure Peach. As a Pedicure, she is also Cure Angel Peach in one of her ultimate forms. Love's theme is around peaches, and her theme color is pink. Her henshin phrase to transform into a Pedicure is, "Change, Pedicure beat up." Items Love uses to transform into Cure Peach are Pure Rune, one of the 4 pink runes, pink ones, and a Link one, which is the transformation device of the season. Love uses 2 weapons, which are the Peach Rod and the Clover Box, with the other 3 cures. Her catchphrase is, "Get your happiness." Love is voiced by Kanae Oki. She has 3 different image songs, those being Happy Come Come, La La La, Shangri-La, Shangri-La, and a Pedicure Happy Christmas. Love has dark pink eyes and short, wavy, dirty blonde hair, worn in pigtails, held by pink scrunchies with a decorative chain. Outside of her school uniform, she normally wears a pale pink short long-sleeved shirt with a pink vest, denim shorts, a brown belt, and pink and white sneakers with Menard socks. For summer, she swaps this with a pink top that has sky blue spaghetti straps and a heart design on the corner, dark gray short jeans, light blue knee socks, and sneakers. For her dance lessons, she wears a white t-shirt with her normal sneakers and a bright pink and white sweatsuit with an upturned collar and the knee-length pants. In the Fresh Pedicure movie, she is seen wearing a fuchsia turtleneck shirt with a sleeveless cream hoodie, denim shorts, and maroon socks with magenta boots. As Cure Peach, her eyes brighten and her hair turns light blonde, growing out to thigh length, but worn in the same style. Her scrunchies are replaced by hot pink hearts with 2 chains. She also gains hot pink upside-down heart earrings and a dark pink choker. She wears a white ruffled mini dress with dark pink stitching and a colorful clover on the side. Pink fabric resides over this, with dark pink ribbons laced through each side of and layer of hot pink, sticking out from the bottom. Her legal woman hangs around her waist in a white mini purse which has a hot pink strap in the center and a silver circular buckle that has the season symbol, which is a clover printed on it. She also gains maroon knee socks and a pair of dark pink and pink boots with white cuffs and matching colored ribbon wristbands. As Cure Angel Peach, her hair grows out longer, along with the chains of her hair ornaments and ribbon on her dress. Her outfit turns white with the extension of a secondary skirt, layer boots, shoulder straps, and wrist ribbons. Hanging from the back of her skirt are several ruffles, and her sleeves alter in shape. Her socks surpass her knees and have straps. She also gains large angel wings, and the clover ornament has an additional white heart on it. When she's in Cure Rainbow form, as Cure Rainbow Peach, she resembles Angel Peach, but has small gold wings instead of her large angel wings. Love is a hyperactive and emotional young girl who passionately tries her best to ensure everyone can be happy through the simplest of means. She is symptomatic and highly empathetic. So if she feels as though she failed someone, a friend she might have been trying to set her up with her crush, she doesn't weep for herself, but that person. Her overflowing feelings cause her more pain or sorrow than it would to others, but she keeps an upbeat, positive look on things to overcome it. She can also be temperamental and a little selfish at times, but it's usually over trivial things like food she dislikes. She can act childish and is known for being pretty clumsy. And she strongly dislikes sports and studying. She loves to dance and is obsessed with the dance group called Trinity. Not that it helps her clumsiness any. Love meets up with a fortune teller who calls herself Setsuna, who is actually East of Labyrinth in disguise. Love, with her friendly personality, makes quick friends with her. Throughout their friendship, Love's cheeriness gets through Setsuna and into East. She was worried over her health decline, and as Cure Peach, sacrificed herself to save a suffering East. Refusing to believe that she was their enemy, when it was revealed that Setsuna is Cure Passion, Love is happy to let her into Percure, but was saddened after she rejected. But Love managed to convince Setsuna to join them, inviting her into the Momozono household, as well as going to the same school and joining the dance group, Clover. Love and her mother are as close as a mother and daughter could be, and they appear to relate on a lot of things. Ayumi knows what Love likes, and she treats her friends as if they were her own daughters, but she can still be stern with Love when necessary. Love takes it hard when her mom gets upset with her. The relationship between Love and her father is rarely mentioned in the series, as he only is a side character of the show. However, it is shown that Love deeply cares for her father and loves him, just as he loves her. The family member Love feels closest to is her grandfather, who she loved to spend time with him when she was younger. But after he passed away, Love was shocked that she could not remember what he was like. After going into a coma state caused by Labyrinth, Love meets up with her grandfather again, in the form of her younger self. When he told her that her friends needed her in the real world, she did not want to leave him at first, showing how much his death took a toll on her. Love is the first Percure that Tart meets when he comes to Clover Town, and he is highly attached to her. He resides at her house under the guise of an ordinary ferret, and is accepted by both of her parents. Tart is looked upon as a family member by Love, although she is shown having short patience with him, especially when it comes to food, and brings up family honor in conduct. Miyuki's younger brother and Love's childhood friend, who also has a crush on her. Although Love was totally oblivious to this, there is a sign she might have also a little crush on him. As she was seen blushing after he asked her if she was okay after being attacked by a Nakamureke during the Halloween party. In the form of Cure Peach, Daisuke told her that he likes Love, which causes her to feel even more sad than she was at the moment. In the last episode of Fresh Percure, before Love was about to rescue Chiffon back in Labyrinth, Daisuke told her that he loves her and said that he wants to hear her reply after she comes back. After she returns, she simply smiles and answers, "I can't tell you." Love has been friends with Miki since they were children. She has always admired her maturity and grace, and she always there to support her. Love has been friends with Inori since childhood. She understands her reserved and gentle personality and is always there trying to encourage and support her. Her last name is Momozono. When breaking the name down, Momo translates to peach, which is a clear reference to her alter ego as a Percure. The Zono in her last name means garden. Together, the last name means peach orchard. Her first name, Love, is an obvious reference to her role as the cure or symbol of love, and to her loving personality. Her name is the English word love, not a translation of the Japanese word for love. Her name is written in the katakana writing system, which is primarily used for writing non-Japanese words. To put in full, her name means Love Peach Garden. Her name as a cure, Peach, is the name of a type of fruit that can grow in warm temperatures and can be eaten fresh or baked into pies and cobblers. When Love heads to Kaoru-chan's Donuts Cafe, she gets lost along the way and comes across the fortune-telling house. In the villa, she meets the fortune teller Setsuna, who tells her to follow her. In the fortune-telling room, Setsuna tells Love that she will encounter great happiness soon, which makes her happy. When she arrives back home, a big surprise awaits her. Love's mother, Ayumi, got a ticket for Trinity's concert and gave it to her daughter so she can go. The next evening, when Love watches Trinity's concert, her great joy is gone when Ise summons a Nakarameke and destroys the whole concert. Then Love sees Miyuki attacked by the Nakamareke and decides to help and lead her into safety. When the Nakamareke attacks Love and Miyuki again, Purune flies into Love's cell phone, turning it into a Link-a-Rune and giving her the ability to transform into Cure Peach. After Peach defeated the Nakarameke with Love's Sunshine, she encounters Ise and tells her that she's the legendary warder Percure, and will put an end to her evil deeds. Then Ise introduces herself to Peach and leaves. Later, Miyuki wakes up and thanks Love for saving her and asks for her name. When Love notices her Link-a-Rune, she realizes that everything that happened was real. Because Love's mother, Ayumi, works hard and comes home late, Love decides to make hamburgers for dinner. Her mother also demands that she includes the carrots even though she doesn't like them. Later at home, Love prepares the hamburgers, then leaves the kitchen when the doorbell rings. A few minutes later, when Love returns, she notices the hamburgers are gone and she accuses Tart of eating them. But Tart denies and tries to explain to her they just disappeared. Love's mother arrives home suddenly and sees that the plates are empty. The mother and daughter then get into an argument that ends with Love saying that she hates her and runs to her room. The next day, after the dance lesson, Love tells Miki and Inori about the fight between her and her mother. Her friends then cheer her up and decide to go shopping for the dinner Love will make. At the supermarket, the girls see that the other objects also disappear and realize Labyrinth is responsible for it. In search for Labyrinth, Love and the others stop at her house because she's concerned about her mother. When Love enters the kitchen, her mother is gone all of a sudden. Then the others burst in and tell the location of Labyrinth. At the location, they find Solar with his Nakamareke and transform. After the Cures defeat the Nakamareke, all objects that got erased by the Nakamareke return. When Love gets home, Ayumi is already waiting for her. After they make up, the Momozono family have dinner. Love is playing Lucky Draw in town when she meets Setsuna again. Upon her request, she gives a tour of the town, unaware that Setsuna was trying to steal Love's link rune. She gives Setsuna a clover necklace and says goodbye, eager to meet her again. This marks the start of Love's relationship with Setsuna, and each change in her intentions. One day, Love loses the link to Cure Viton, who makes Chiffon's food. Unable to get food from the link rune, she makes something for Chiffon. Chiffon is a bit picky at first, but she eventually tries it. While in the middle of a fight with Waster's flower Nakamenke, Pirune is called upon. Peach then receives the Cure Stick Peach Rod. Upon the use, and defeats the Nakamareke. After a hard fight with the second Nakamareke, Love and the other girls collapse near the entrance to the park. They make a full recovery and later tell Miyuki about their double life after Tart approaches her. As they believe Miyuki is the fourth cure, the biggest shock comes to Love when she sees a suffering Ys in the stadium, who reveals her identity as Setsuna. Though still hurt and shocked, Love is determined to save her friend and turn her to good. Thanks to Cure Peach's words after fighting Ys and its death, Chiffon calls upon the Pink Rune, Akrune, and turns Setsuna into Cure Passion. Although she's welcomes Cure Passion to the group, Cure Passion declines and goes off, ignoring Cure Peach, who tries to follow. As Love is going to a restaurant with her parents, she sees Setsuna and introduces her to her family. As she, Setsuna, and her family eat, she finally notices Setsuna's smile. When Waster's tower Nakamareke attacks, Peach first confronts the monster on her own. Eventually, Setsuna becomes Cure Passion and takes on Waster one-on-one. When a bell missile hits straight towards her, she deflects it with the aid from Cure Berry and Pine. Cure Peach officially welcomes Cure Passion to the team once the mess is cleared up, and Love's mother offers her to stay in their house, which she accepts. While Love is showing Setsuna the places and people around town, memories of Love's grandfather come to her. After Love shows Setsuna her tatami, both the tatami and an old-fashioned camera are important to her. Love hesitates when Setsuna asks about what kind of person her grandfather was. Solar turns the camera into a Nakamareke, but when Percure confronts the minutes, Cure Peach gets blinded by the camera's flash, and Love is spirited away into her younger self. After Chiffon and Tart arrive, Chiffon activates her powers. She and the rest of the Cures call out to Love. Her grandfather tells her nothing lasts forever, and to return to the real world. She at first does not want to leave, but goes out there with his advice in her heart, with her belief that the people she loves are always with her. She defeats the Nakamareke. At the beginning of the new school year, Setsuna transfers. Love is happy that Setsuna has become popular, but because she forgot about a baseball game Daisuke Chien was playing, he gets mad at her. Love later comes to the game and watches the team. After the game, Waster turns a pitching machine into a Nakamareke. Cure Peach saves Daisuke from an attack, and Peach is the first to make a hit in the baseball match. The four later purify the monster of the day, and Love and Daisuke reconcile that evening. In episode 38 of Hakuto Pretty Cure, while Riko, Mirai, Kotoha, Homari, Emeru, and Ryu were flying over the park of Yoatsuba, Mirai and Riko suddenly get called out by a familiar voice. The voice belongs to Love, who was just practicing her dancing skills by herself, with Tart and Chiffon watching her. After joining with her new friends, Love continued her dancing routine with Riru joining her, who started to dance the robot dance. While the two were dancing, Harry and Tart exchanged their experiences in caring for a child. Everyone was agreeing with their experiences until Emery remembered that they didn't have time to relax or dance right now. She then approached Love, who claimed that she had to practice for a competition she'll take part in the following day. Emery then wonders if nothing would change, if time stopped, but Love assured her that time won't stop. She was confident that she, the Percures, would never let it come that far. Later, as Dr. Trom summons an Oshimara, Love transforms into Cure Peach in order to help her friends defeat the enemy. However, the Cures have soon found out that the whole world has always been frozen in time, along with their friends all over the world. The pink heart is the emblem of love, freshly picked Cure Peach. Cure Peach is the alias of Love Momozono as a Percure. She is the leader of the team Fresh Percure. She is symbolized by the pink heart, which is the symbol of love. Her symbol is also the heart, and her pink picaroon is Purune. When Love transformed for the first time, Cure Peach is in her own state, defeating the Nakameki and Ys with ease and no fear. After Ys has disappeared, the trance goes away, and Peach regains Love's consciousness. Later, when she de-transforms into Love, Love wonders just who she was, as she acted like another person. This, however, does not happen again, and Love afterwards is in her own mind while being Cure Peach. When Love gets a new speech as Cure Angel Peach, the white heart is the heart of everyone, freshly flapping Cure Angel. This upgrade of Cure Peach is what she gains in the Fresh Percure movie. To unlock this form, she needed the 5th pick rune to enter her link rune. In this form, Cure Angel Peach is capable of flying at fast speeds and has the power-up Strength. She can perform the attack Loving True Heart. She uses this form in the final episodes of Fresh after the people of Labyrinth cheer them on. This time, instead of a pink rune, Purune and the rest of the pink runes transform into angel forms, enabling Cure Angel's powers to go through the rest of the Percure as well. As Cure Rainbow Peach, which is an upgraded form Love receives in Percure All-Stars DX2, together with the other group upgrades, the group of 17 girls form the group Cure Rainbow. This upgraded outfit resembles that of Cure Angel Peach in both the movie and the season's finale, with a pair of gold wings. To transform into her Percure form Peach, Love has to open the link rune and slide her finger across the button. Her face is shown and she shouts, "Change." Next, her full body is shown and she shouts out, "Percure," and her hair ornaments disappear. Then she puts her feet to the ground, raises her hands in the air, and shouts, "Beat up." She spins around running and jumps into the air. Her brooch appears, then her dress, her hair changes, and her other clothes and ornaments appear step by step. Cure Peach glides down and introduces herself. As Cure Angel Peach, she shouts, "Change, Percure beat up," and her usual cherry clothes disappear. The Cure Angel version of her brooch appears. She starts to spin around, and a white light creates the dress, shoes, arm warmers, and angel wings for her. Next, her full costume is shown, and she introduces herself with the other angels' Cure forms. In the movie, she flies in the sky as a white light appears and shouts, "Change Percure." Next, her Cure Angel brooch is showing, and it is destroyed At the same time, she shouts "beat up." Then her face is showing and she introduces herself while a white heart appears behind her. Love Sunshine is Love's first attack finisher as Cure Peach, which she used in episode 1 and thereafter. In episode 8, the attack is upgraded to Love Sunshine Fresh, which she performs with the use of the Peach Rod. Triple Fresh is the first group attack used by Cure Peach with Berry and Pine, with a combination of their first finisher attacks, which was used in the All-Stars movie, and in the series with the Cure Sticks. Lucky Clover Grand Finale is the second group attack used by Peach, Berry, Pine, including Passion. With the use of the Clover Box, this attack was first used in episode 37 of the series. Loving True Heart, this is an attack used by Love as Cure Angel Peach in the Fresh Pretty Cure movie. The Kingdom of Toys has lots of secrets. In the series, it is used as a group attack by Berry, Pine, and Passion. In the final episode of Fresh, the attack was upgraded to Loving True Heart Fresh, with Tart, Azukina, Waster, and Solar joining to perform the attack. For minor and basic attacks, Cure Peach can use Pretty Cure Punch and Pretty Cure Kick with her friends. Fact 1. Love's blood type is AB. She is 159 centimeters tall, and she doesn't like carrots. Don't ask why I mentioned her hate of carrots in Fact 1. Fact 2. Cure Peach has a habit of making a hand sign with her thumb, index finger, and pinky finger out. In the Japanese Sign Language, the position of her hand means "I love you," which corresponds with her name and her power of love. Fact 3. She's the first Cure to spell her first name in katakana. Fact 4. Cure Peach is the only fresh Cure whose name is not a shortened version of the type of fruit she is named after. In this case, the full word is Peach. The other Cures' names come from shortened versions of the fruits they are named after. Cure Berry, Blueberry, Cure Pine, Pineapple, and Cure Passion, Passion Fruit. Fact 5. In the Pretty Cure All-Star Sweet Flower Card Collection, Love is represented by the African daisy, which symbolizes a bright and forward-looking personality in the language of flowers. And we have finally done with talking about Love Momozono, aka Cure Peach, but we have more cures and characters of Fresh Pretty Cure to talk about. So let's talk about the second member of the Cure group, that being the blue Cure of blueberries and hope, Miki Ano, known as Cure Berry. So see you next time. And also show me you got your happiness from this info with a like.